You are listening to another Third Coast Nerds podcast. All hail the computer overlords. Death will come soon to all of you puny little meat sacks.
I like how she pronounces sacks at the end.
You should have Sack on.
That's what I was thinking. Like, I wish Sack showed up for this one.
Well, she has been listening to Neil a lot, so medieval.
Yep.
No, that's not right. Neil, try again.
It's medieval.
There you go.
It still feels like it's got an unnecessary number of syllables.
Oh, it does.
Medieval.
There's extras in there.
We need to take all of them from all of the podcasts and just put it in one video.
All the intros?
No. All the medievals.
That's man, I gotta work. That's a lot of going back and listening.
Yeah.
This is episode 52?
That's how many weeks are in a year.
Yeah.
Wow.
Had we not missed any.
Yeah. Yeah, I was really sick last week.
Oh, we've missed.
That's not the first one.
5 to 6 shows, I think, throughout the year, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, we've been pretty consistent.
I think closer to 4.
The thing is, this is all for you, loyal 10 listeners.
Yeah.
This show is for you.
Oh, I get notified by people if the podcast does not come out when it's expected to.
So how did it go last week?
I got 3 different text messages. So
all from the same person.
Yeah.
So
His mom.
you have 3 Google Voice accounts?
No, actually I do maybe.
I got a note from somebody that said they spit their protein shake all over their keyboard.
Nice.
Because they were listening a few weeks ago. I'm like, ha.
We could
That'll
edit
learn
that
you to
make
be
it
healthy.
sound really cool.
So we're joined by Mills, and if you've watched or seen the show before, you've seen him bomb in on the Deadpool episode.
Oh, yeah.
Special guest interrupter.
The designated colored commentator. My colored commentary.
There was no rehearsing of that joke at all. It's not like he actually said that 4 times downstairs.
I did, because it tickled my fancy thusly.
Thusly.
Feels good.
Who are you and where'd you put Mills?
Oh, I'm here in full effect.
Okay. I want to see it.
All of a sudden, it's the whisper song.
Right.
And playing the role of Ed's moans today.
Oh, no.
So the only thing that we kind of all have in common, except for Kyle, is that we've all seen Civil War.
All but Kyle.
All but Kyle.
That's really only 75% of us.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I guess it could be close to all.
that's a C.
I've seen the trailers, all of them.
If Mills didn't show it, we would have got an F. We've been at 33%.
Oh, shit.
I've heard there's a copy online too, but
There is.
There always is.
that's
There's
the one I
always
watched.
there's always some dude in some Russia
yeah.
that's got a camera in the movie theater.
Well, he just takes down his dash cam and carries it in with him.
Oh, Russian dash cams are so good.
They're all from drive-in movies in Russia.
So good. Saw a guy cut over on a motorcycle, wipe him out. Dude didn't miss a beat on the motorcycle, jumped to his feet, ran and jumped in the bed of the truck, knocked the back glass out with his helmet, and choked the guy until he passed out.
While the car was still moving?
While it was still moving.
Yeah.
But thankfully, it veered to the left and crashed into the median, which sent the guy, decked himself, just he toofed himself on the back of the cab of the truck, but still, he got that guy. That's all that matters.
He's like, Das Vidanya, go to sleep.
Yeah. But I was like, it was like 30 to 45 seconds, and it was done. Bike, like, crash, jump in the bed of the truck, helmet off. Like, and that's you got the it's not
takes me
that's
forever.
not easy. That's not easy. And breaks the back glass with his helmet and chokes the guy till he passes out or possibly dies from it. I'm not quite sure what the outcome was.
I don't think they make windshield and back glass as strong in Russia as they do here.
Probably. It's probably like one step above saran wrap.
It could have just been really tight saran wrap.
Yeah.
It's just recycled.
They're pretty crafty.
No, it's recycled vodka bottles.
So if we can't talk about Civil War, I don't.
Oh, we're
really
gonna make
have
Kyle leave in a minute.
Yeah.
Well, not in a minute. We'll probably talk for a while first. and then we'll have him leave.
Well, on DC News, Zack Snyder's been dropped as the head of the DC Entertainment Universe.
Yay!
I figured someone would clap.
Well,
now if only Guggenheim would leave Arrow or whatever his name is.
Yeah, for Watchmen.
Are you just assigning silly names to people you can't remember?
No,
I wish John Jacob Jingleheimer should fucking leave the production.
He needs to go because his name is my name too.
Keep getting all this hate mail. Wrong, John Jingleheimer, Guggenheimer Smith. Fuck.
But for Snyder, Watchmen's still a killer movie, no matter which way you cut it.
Oh yeah.
But for him to try to gritify everything in the DC universe, like he made Superman outbrood Batman.
Wow. Yeah, that is a good point. That was freaking horrible.
Because at least you still have some heavy stuff over in the Marvel universe, but they still have fun. It still has a sense of playfulness. They don't take themselves too seriously, even when some grim shit's happening.
Okay, but
I'll say movie wise, but I think
DC can
Netflix
murder
wise,
somebody.
they can do that if they want now.
Right.
Yeah,
with
Netflix is where
Jessica Jones, Daredevil.
they got no remorse on Netflix, which is why I like
Very
it.
true.
But they know that going into it, they know it's rated TV, MA, or whatever.
Yeah,
they
you
rate
can
that stuff.
afford to go dark with the
So-
smaller universe.
Well,
So, and that's why I've been.
I think realistically, I think what they found out is you can afford to go dark in general. It's just that they've been so afraid to because they needed success, starting off when Marvel Studios was fucking tiny and, they didn't even know if comic books were going to continue. And then,
it's really centered more around toys. What toys are going to sell based off the movies.
True.
Whereas, the darker ones on Netflix, they drop to you in a day. It's usually more adults. Like, we got beanies and stuff, and you get T-shirts that are pretty cool, but you don't really see as much of the Legos made with Jessica Jones or Luke Cage and all that. So,
And there should be.
Well, and I think that's...
And now I want a Daredevil and Jessica Jones with the little Punisher Lego set.
Well, the funny thing is, like you mentioned toys, it was revealed that the villain for Iron Man 3 was originally going to be female.
Right.
But they canceled that because they figured they couldn't sell the toy.
Which is hilarious.
So they changed...
and then they didn't even make a toy for the whatever the fuck...
Well, that's because they watched the movie. They watched it and they were like, yeah, no, let's try to forget that happened. Yeah. It was a horrible villain in 3. Sorry.
What's his name? Guy Pearce? What the fuck did he play? Fucking Manchurian... The Mandarin.
The Mandarin.
Actually, the Mandarin dude was pretty cool.
But
that was the actor.
Yeah, when the reveal came through and he changed, and all of a sudden he was he was actor mode. It's Ben Kingsley.
Yeah,
that's Gandhi.
Yeah, it's Gandhi.
We knew he didn't do it. That's fucking
exactly. That was probably the best thing about that movie was him.
Well,
when
when you take Ben Kingsley and you put him as the villain, you're like, yes, that is smart casting. He is absolutely the villain. And then they're like, nah, he's not.
He's not. He's an
actor.
What?
I really want a sort of reformulation of Batman in this DC continuity because I really want them somehow to land Bryan Cranston as Mr. Freeze.
Oh, that'd be sweet. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'd be sweet.
Like that caliber.
Right. Just the way he played fucking Walter White.
But he's supposed to be a president and something coming out soon.
But they should still bring back Jim Carrey for the Riddler.
He was a good Riddler.
I don't think they should ever bring the Riddler back at all.
No, they could do a good Riddler, but I mean, Jim Carrey was a perfect Riddler for the 90s.
For the 90s.
I'd rather see them do like Hush, like the Batman storyline Hush.
I'm unfamiliar.
Well.
Yeah, most people couldn't hear it. It's so quiet.
It's the whisper song.
Wait till you see my Batman. I'ma beat the villains up. Beat the villains up. Beat the villains up.
Since Prince died, they released a bunch of behind the scenes of him in the studio making a lot of the music for that first Batman movie.
Dude, that soundtrack was fucking underrated. Fuck everybody.
Yeah. Aim the mic at your face, by the way. You're talking across the top of it.
Put it in your mouth. Like you do the dick.
Ooh.
You can turn him up since he doesn't know how to use a microphone. You would think the colored commentator we bring would have the most mic experience in the group.
What?
World Star.
Oh, let me get my phone down. I sound good on my camera.
Well, I mean, you karaoke like 9 times a week. I would expect you to know how to handle a mic.
I just pretend everybody's naked and the microphone's a dick. Until I get over my stage.
That's why he's whispering the whole time.
Don't scare it away.
So
all
I feel like I'm like beast mode right now. Just like I'm just here so I don't get fired and so I can talk about Civil War.
free comic book day. What'd y'all do?
I didn't do it.
You didn't do it?
No.
Did you do it?
I went and saw Civil War.
I was out of
busy.
town. I think that day. Yes.
And you know, us black folk like free, but
So Ed went and got me some because they had Serenity, a Doctor Who one, and then Suicide Squad, which the art on that one actually looks pretty good.
Nice.
But the free comic books always just make me wish I had instead paid for a comic book.
You can't pay for them. Ed drove all the way to Dallas to buy all of the free comic books.
That's so gay.
They sell them on a brick and they have you pay for them, but then they give the money to charity. I was like, me and Neil just hit up like 3 libraries and 2 comic book shops.
Yeah.
If we want them all.
We went to libraries?
Well, we found out that they had it at the libraries too when we went to Bedrock. And then
Oh,
the
well,
other
no,
Bedrock.
that was just that particular, like Bedrock City was set up at the library.
Yeah, but no, all the Bedrocks were set up at different libraries. What we
Yeah.
found out. So that was my plan this year. Had I not been so busy.
Does CBS take stuff down that we watch on the video?
Sebs?
Not that I recall, but then I don't really watch.
Because apparently they're rebooting MacGyver.
Oh, is there a trailer?
There is supposed to be a first look.
Well, now
Let's
they've
do
also they greenlit Lethal Weapon. They greenlit a bunch of really bad reboots that are going to get canceled
Lethal
immediately.
Weapon's not a reboot. They're putting the movie's characters into a series.
Oh, like
Yeah,
Rush Hour?
I know.
Oh, that was a great idea. Let's do Rush Hour, Lethal Weapon, and let's make a Die Hard TV show.
That's all it is.
That's
Just
gonna work
waiting.
out well.
It's just the countdown until this gets canceled. That's all that is.
Yeah, but didn't we have, 7 seasons of 24 already?
They're rebooting that too.
Yeah.
Well,
They're-
exactly, because they're only on 7 out of 24.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The rumors that I'm more interested in are what Marvel's bringing to Netflix next.
To what
Blade,
flicks?
Moon Knight, and Ghost Rider.
To Netflix. I would like.
I hope
to
it's
see-
Nick Cage.
Ghost Rider's so tainted because of Nick Cage.
Oh
Yeah.
my god,
Yeah.
that was so bad.
I wouldn't tell the second one. I don't know why.
I still haven't been able to
Who
sit through it.
can live up to Wesley Snipes as Blade though?
Wesley Snipes' Blade was
Anybody.
pretty rad.
Yeah.
Anybody.
Like
Anybody
Anybody.
racist?
Blade 1 was fucking awesome. After that, it was.
well, we didn't say Blade 2. We said
It's
Blade.
Blade 1. Blade.
Just the dude as Blade.
Yeah.
His character was good in all of them. Like he didn't get
That's
cheesy
just
or
because
anything.
nobody knew who Blade was before fucking Wesley Snipes.
I don't know who I would want them to cast as Blade.
Watch him cast that like stormtrooper.
I mean,
Give-
anyone could
No.
be Ghost
Give
Rider.
John Jones a lot of coke and a sword.
What's interesting is I just opened today the expansion for Legendary, the Marvel deck building game.
Yeah.
It's the Dark City expansion. It basically doubles all the cards.
Oh, where all the black folks are?
Oh well, Blade was there.
Obviously.
You
So
basically
Blade and
you-
Ghost Rider are both playable.
Expansion of
in
the
that
city
one.
is called the Ghetto.
Get to. So continue.
I like.
You
Well,
opened.
No,
your
he was
pack?
just saying.
can we move on to
Oh no,
something else?
that was it.
Can we-
Two
Oh,
of
cool
the 3
story,
that are
bro.
rumored were actually. in the
So Deadpool 2.
expansion.
Ron Perlman is campaigning for Cable.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
saw
I
that.
saw
He's
that.
like, who else
I was-
has the
I'm going to
hair?
talk to him about it next weekend.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
I like the idea of Ron Perlman as Cable.
I think we should help him and sign a petition.
Yeah, but those are stupid.
Yes.
We didn't say we had to give it to anyone. Just create one, sign it.
There's 4.
I
Four
did,
of us.
I did my part. I'm an activist.
No, you just,
Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to get signed by Ron Perlman next weekend. That's.
I'm gonna have him sign my dick.
What
Do you
about
bring in
that,
a fine tip
He'll
marker?
have to
Did
do
you buy?
shorthand.
Did you buy the same Hellboy 25th anniversary?
Yes.
Art book. Maybe
Yeah.
that.
But he's
It doesn't
not
have a
the
depiction.
artist.
It doesn't. Yeah. I mean, there's no depiction of Hellboy, of him as Hellboy in the book, but
That's my backup plan because I'm cheap and poor right now.
If you had no other resource,
But
then
I wouldn't mind having a depiction of him on my wall. Hellboy is one of my favorite characters.
Yeah.
I don't even know what universe he's in, but whatever universe that is, I call it the Del Toro universe because he makes all the creatures.
Hellboy, I want to say was part of DC.
No, he was Image, right? Image Comics.
I can't.
If there were only a place we could go,
Dark Horse. Dark Horse.
Dark Horse.
Yeah, that's right.
Dark Horse. You can tell him what you want. It's
I don't
okay.
want your dickle, dude.
The McAllen.
Nobody wants dickle in their mouth.
This was a present from the Sir Ed.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, when he was on for the 50th, I didn't even give him any.
It was nice having Ed back.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. Miss Ed. If he listens at all, miss you, Ed. Come back.
Thank you.
No, you just got to tell his daughter to tell him that we miss him.
Okay.
I don't know if she's allowed to listen anymore.
Oh.
He apparently was on it again and was like, no, that's not for a child.
So, what's that?
I'd like to apologize to any children listening right now.
I had to tell the pools to not let their kids listen anymore. I was like, no. I was like,
No.
So everyone up on the Game of Thrones?
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Spoilers, because we're going to get into this.
I got a theory.
Spoilers.
I got a theory after this last one.
Let me hear this theory.
So I think that loosely what's going to happen,
Who's loose?
Lee.
Lucy
Okay,
Lee.
Lee.
Okay. So loosely what's going to happen now that she's got like army upon army, right?
Yeah.
She's going to go back and she'd be like, I'll damage it. Like, no, we're going to escalate this 7-year process because I'm going to fix this so I can go take King's Landing back, right?
Okay.
While that's all happening, John's going to take back the North.
Yeah.
During that final bit where he's like almost content, she's going to come over on the seahorses. Right?
The boats.
The water horse?
Water horse, that's the one.
Okay.
And she's going to take over the south part.
Because you know
right?
seahorses are like this big, right? I mean, Dothrakis will not fit on a
No.
seahorse.
They're bigger ones. Aquaman finds them and rides them.
That's what happens when a Dothraki dies. He turns into
turns to
Aquaman.
Then she's going to come over on... She's going to come over and take the south, and then they're going to start fighting because she's not going to give up, right? She's like, I got like armies, dragons, whatever. So they're going to start fighting, but that's going to be right when the White Walkers start. So they're like, never mind, let's be friends. Can you ride my dragon? And then they attack the White Walkers. It's going to be loosely that.
Loosely.
I'm just saying, I'm jonesing for like a major murder. You know, like we're past due.
Well, we didn't have enough of them in the first two episodes.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. We're on
Like the
episode
season
4?
started with like,
No,
hey,
no.
guess who we stabbed 11 times
Yeah,
last season?
how many murders have we seen this season already? It's
I
episode
said,
4.
I said a major murder.
Yeah, like a major character.
I'm jonesing for a major murder.
And
I
again,
don't think they've been watching.
but the funny
Watch,
thing,
next-
but the
next
funny
episode,
thing, the funny
watch.
thing is,
Next
you're not
episode.
jonesing to talking to the mic properly.
What season are
I
y'all
thought
watching?
I corrected it.
Yeah, but then you moved.
My Jesus.
You moved.
All like that. I thought you were just like... it has
Of course,
to
you
touch
got
your
to
lips.
you got to angle the mic down.
You got
That's
to
what's going on
angle
right
it.
now.
See how it's all.
You have to be able to...
Where's my snare?
So Neil, by
like-
your reaction,
I like
I
to use my
think me and you are
nose.
on the same page. Major people have died.
Bolton
this
got
one.
died.
There you go. Who else?
Well, that would have been
Frey.
Frey's daughter, right?
How are those major people? Those are like, I don't give up. Those are like your fucking red shirt.
A king died.
He was the warden of the North.
Yeah.
Like they talk about this place in two directions,
My
north
dick's
and
the
south.
warden of the North.
Really?
Yes.
No,
North?
no one
Yes.
goes. No one goes sideways.
No,
one
it's
goes
just-
left or right.
Frigid.
It's north and south.
Nobody gives a shit. The only Bolton anybody gives a fuck about is Ramsey's little punk ass.
Who, Reek?
Ramsey. That's the only Bolton that matters.
He's not a Bolton. He's a Snow.
Oh, no, he's a Bolton now.
No. he's-
Technically,
He's a Bolton.
I'm looking forward to Bastard
technically,
Bowl.
Jon
His-
Snow
his
died this season.
Trueborn. No, that was last season.
No, it was in this season too.
That was last season.
Previously on. Game of
There you
Thrones.
go.
This-
I saw it this season.
Flashbacks don't.
He
fucking
was
work.
still dead.
More
No.
importantly, have you heard the rumors that they're going to do a prequel show to Game of Thrones?
You mean the ones that have been going on for like 3 years now?
Yeah, but it's coming quick to fruition is what they're saying, because like HBO's like, oh my god, in another season or so we're not going to have all this money. Oh my god, my teeth.
It's got a little foam piece on it. You didn't hurt yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they
He
finally
ran
are showing
foot
something with
protection on
Danny's
it.
storyline, which makes me happy.
Well,
Yeah.
and her storyline's finally like not boring.
But I think the places that are revolting against her that they just made this little peace with Tyrion,
Yeah,
she's going to kill them all on the way home.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
guess
saying. Is
what?
like she's gonna come back and Tyrion's gonna be like, "Well, I tried. I didn't know where you were,"
Yeah.
and she's like, "I fixed it because I got like them right."
Yeah.
And she's like, "Now that it's fixed, get on the boats."
They don't have boats.
They will once they kill the masters because
Yeah,
they
just take
just
'em.
said in the episode, "We will offer all these boats that we have." She's gonna be like, "I'll kill you and take the boats. I'm not gonna let you have slaves." So she's gonna get boats that way.
I think the boats she gets are going to come from the Iron Isles or whatever.
That's the wrong
Yeah.
side of the world.
Yeah, it feels like it's leaning that way.
Because
she can
that
kill
dude,
the masters
that
and they
dude
got plenty of boats.
that pushed his brother off the bridge, he apparently was supposed to have thrown a dragon egg over the sea, and he's got the desire to control the dragons and may even have an instrument in which to do so. So
Nah.
he wants to become with Danny. So
Everybody wants to become with
yeah,
Danny.
you like that? You
Okay.
like that phrasing?
I think
To
that guy
become with
guy
Danny?
is probably dead in the next 3 episodes.
No.
No.
That dude actually has a pretty good arc in the books.
I was going to say, have you read the books?
They got the King's Moot going
Yeah.
on.
Well, the thing is, like, they're not even using the books anymore.
Doesn't matter.
There's some of the storylines are still tied into the
Here and there.
story in the books, but
Because like,
what did you think about the ending where Bran's going all super root tree looking at stuff and
Super root
super root tree.
He's going full group.
He's going full group.
Never go full
And
group.
then the king is all like, "What's up, dog? I can see you."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like King White Walker sees.
Oh, you're talking about the preview for the next
Yeah.
episode?
that.
Yeah.
I'm interested to know if like
I think
that dude has an ability to be able to see inside the Speed Force. Or
See, what I'm thinking they're going to do there is like explain why the White Walkers haven't attacked yet. Because what are they doing? Just like sitting up there going, let's get some more cold going.
there
on.
may be
They're
some,
still standing on a shore somewhere like this.
well there are theories that
Come at me, bro.
or maybe they're like
There's-
ants and they have to stack up so people can walk across.
there's another dragon,
The ice dragon.
the ice dragon, yes. And that there's another instrument that can control that particular dragon. But that instrument also, with
instrument
one
is not a
whale of
vagina?
it, could tear down the wall in a single blow. So I don't know if there's anything true to that, if it's a fan theory or if it's tied in with anything in the books. But we don't know what they're up to right now.
That
And
sounds like fan theory to me.
yeah, are you up to speed on all the books?
I can
Mostly.
Mostly.
I can already see the movie. It's like they have everyone at the wall and they're chanting or whatever, bringing this this giant box to put to the wall because it's going to break it down in one thing, and then it's just Miley Cyrus going,
I'm wondering if the White
that'd be
Walker
horrible.
Master is going to go looking for Bran now. If he can see back through where Bran is actually at, because he's up up above the wall. He's north of the wall.
So speaking of him though,
Of who?
of Bran.
Bran.
So our friend Terry
Mhm.
has a theory.
Uh-oh.
So I'm going to share it here because I think that your insight would be good. And then I'll tell him about it, and he'll actually listen. So everyone knows who the Builder is, right?
Bran the Builder?
Mm-hmm.
I want to see if this has anything to do with the theory I also have. Go.
So the theory that he has, because when he was at the tower,
Mhm.
he was talking to his dad, and his dad turned for a second. So it seems like they're suggesting that he can actually influence the timeline when he's viewing
Let's please not get time travel involved in fucking Game of
it,
Thrones.
which makes it seem like he is the Builder, or he could be.
Well, there was also Bran the Builder and then Bran the Destroyer. And my theories, which if you've read the books, they're not going to be in the books. They've already messed with the timelines because
Correct.
they're saying that Homeboy has been around for
That's no longer
X number of years.
That's not beer anymore. That is not beer.
gulp.
That is not beer.
But to me, I thought it would be cool if the Brans, who technically are both Starks, were brothers, the Builder and the Destroyer, the first Night's Watch commander, the one who turned into the White Walker King. If the tree dude is the other Bran, and you have Bran the Builder, Bran the Destroyer.
See, what I thought would be crazy is if Bran had stayed in the tree too long and got stuck in the timeline where he was influencing and then was forced to live out that whole life as that Bran. So he was Bran the Builder, and then he dies, comes back, oh shit, and gets stuck in the tree, and it's Bran the freaking motherfucking Destroyer.
Well, see, mine's similar where he did go back in time. He's Bran the Builder, and he keeps being warned, if you stay there, you're stuck. You can be there for too long.
Yeah.
So I think that he is him.
Well,
he's like, I got stuck like doing that, and then I woke up and I was like, shit, there's a tree in my leg.
He's already told him that his path is going to take him away from this location. That he's going to learn what he can, and he'll be gone.
Yeah, he should be learning that he shouldn't do this.
He may go, and then at some other point get stuck in the tree.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of a pretty common thought.
Yeah. I mean, he could be that he's seen it, and he's like, I'm going to prevent this from happening because I have to teach you everything that you already know in a future past.
So how about that High Sparrow?
Oh, wait. But my favorite Bran theory, this one I came up with myself, is the theory of Raisin Bran. He's going to stay in that tree for so long that he gets all pruny. He just shrivels.
Raisin Bran don't sog in milk.
But is he better with peanut butter?
Bran, son.
Better with peanut butter?
High Sparrow, man. Fuck that dude.
That's legitimately one of the best villains that's been on the show. Certainly. And he hasn't really done any like in your face villainy shit.
No, but he's about to be the start of some stuff. Like,
yeah.
Like Cersei's not playing cool with what's her name in there right now.
Yeah.
I love his character because he's so Winston Churchill-esque, speak softly and carry a big dick.
Right.
Fuck you.
Yeah, like I think that there's there's the theory of the hounds not actually being dead, and that he was brought back by them, and that there's they keep talking about the trial by combat, and it's going to be the mountain and the hound is what they think it is going to be.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
I hope so. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah,
I'm curious to see what they do with the Red Woman now that she's sort of been like.
She going to just follow Jon Snow around?
After all your fail, your powers are kind of legit now.
I thought there was going to be a new Red Woman. I read some shit.
I've read that too.
They haven't brought her back yet.
Sir Davos is starting to ask questions that Red Woman doesn't want to answer, and she's subservient to Snow now because she thinks he's the new prince. But Davos is not going to be happy when they start traveling towards Winterfell and come across the burning location, and someone's gonna. Well, actually, what's her name already told her. Yeah, the Mammoth chick told her. So I told him
he already knows.
He's gonna snap. It's not over. He's gonna tear her apart.
It's like Jon Snow is the new prince. I want him riding a dragon, singing Little Red Corvette.
Nice.
Little Red Wedding. Baby, you died too fast.
It was George R.R. Martin. He posted something about if you think the Red Wedding is bad, wait till this season. So there's supposed to be something that's worse than the Red Wedding this season.
It's been because there
hasn't
really
he's trolling
been,
us again.
There hasn't really been like a gigantic I haven't really felt like there's been like a gigantic oh shit death so far this season. So I think it's got to build.
Death is gonna be
I think that's what I opened this whole
previous.
Conversation with. I'm just gonna put that out there.
There's some pretty interesting theories about what Cersei is up to. And the way she's letting the Tyrells bring the army in against the High Sparrow, I don't think it's going to end well for the Tyrells. And what's going to happen to Tommen, because he's going to watch his mother manipulate him, and his wife's going to end up dead, her brother's going to end up dead, and their mom's going to end up dead. So then he's going to fucking snap.
But there's also that prophecy where that bitch told her that all three of your children will die, Well, and she's already seen two of them dead. So she's going to start.
We're not going to have anyone in King's Landing. And with the eunuch, with Dany, and you have now Littlefinger popped up, but he's not anywhere around.
Yeah. I was happy to see
there's no one there. Like, who's going to try to take the throne? Like, Jaime?
No, it's gonna be like Rogan's theory about the pyramids. There's gonna be a bunch of townspeople going like, "We're supposed to get our checks on Friday."
Yeah.
Who's in the castle right now?
Yeah.
No, I mean I think that Cersei's trying to make it to where she's in control again.
Yeah, but I think she's going to lose her son in the process, and then she has no legitimate claim to anything anymore.
Unless no one knows he's dead.
But you have to contend with the fucking zombie mountain first. So I'm just saying.
Well, the thing is,
I'm just saying,
I think if
something
something
epic
happens,
has to go down.
She's
What's your
probably
claim to
going
the
just
throne?
hide it.
Zombie Mountain.
Something
Zombie Mountain.
fucking that could be a good Disney movie. Escape from
So,
Zombie Mountain.
plus-
I was thinking there was going to be like a ride at Disney World, Zombie Mountain.
So do you think next episode we're going to see some of the Dorn stuff going on?
I hope not.
Dorn, what's going on in Dorn?
That's been the worst storyline.
Yeah,
of
they'll
the,
probably.
of the
But in the
whole
books,
series.
it wasn't. They just fucking
Yeah.
zipped through it though. So
I mean,
I think they're gonna
I wish that the Viper was still alive because I actually liked that character.
yeah. Oberyn, he's a bad motherfucker.
But
he was cool.
you know, why don't they bring his ass back? Like they're bringing people. Like more people have come back than died lately. So
Because it would take too long to fucking. He's like Humpty Dumpty right now. He can't fucking put it back together. His shit went.
just inflate his from his note.
What'd you think about Mr. Wildling checking out Brienne?
That was a serious mug, man.
That's a porno I'd watch. Who's fucking who?
Let me
He's
guess.
chawing on that.
You want that chicken involved too? That when he was just
Oh,
devouring.
he wants roleplay. He wants to see her in her Star Wars mask.
Yeah. He's trying to chicken just like, sup, big bitch.
And she,
Oh yeah, he
I don't
is looking
know.
her up
and
and down.
she's like,
Ever
yo.
since she got into that hot tub with Jamie, I was like, damn, I'd fuck that ass. That's a good looking ugly bitch. And then I saw her like not in the show, not dirty and dressed up. I was like, I would throw her the biscuit. Yeah, I'm a fan.
Would you put honey on the biscuit?
Oh,
That's
that's
the
the only
point.
that's the only way I know how to do it.
Oh, man.
Yeah, there's a video that's been going around at work that puts music to all the scenes and like changes the lighting. It is freaking hilarious. I
Good
guess I
story.
could try to find it and see if we could play it, but I'd have to look on the internet.
You should do that because I don't know what you're talking
All
about,
right.
Anyway.
and that was thoroughly unsatisfying for
Well,
me.
you're unsatisfying.
Talk to my wife about that. She knows.
I have.
She knows.
We good with Game of Thrones?
Sure.
Oh, let me
Pretty good
find
with
this.
I want to hop back to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Did you see your chick's Chloe Bennett's comments at a recent convention Q&A where she came out and was basically blasting Marvel for not caring about
The TV.
I saw
Yeah.
a meme today about that. I didn't understand it because I didn't know that she was
Well,
blasting.
a lot of people didn't understand because no one watched like the Katrina fundraiser where Kanye West lost his shit and was talking about George W. Bush. Doesn't care.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, the meme was Mike Myers just really, really confused, standing next to a Photoshop Chloe Bennett, and the quote was like, "Marvel don't care about Marvel S.H.I.E.L.D.'s characters."
Dude, the finale for S.H.I.E.L.D. was spectacular. Like they
No,
added
you have to qualify spectacular because the first season that I watched like half of was such a turd that when you say spectacular, I just assume you mean mediocre.
So the
legitimate
big I
spectacular?
can't give too much away.
Right, you don't got to do that, but legitimate like.
I'll put it this
spectacular.
way: the big bad that was here for the end of the season should have been dealt with by the Avengers, not by S.H.I.E.L.D.
So epic. It was
yeah,
legitimately
like,
epic.
and then the shooting was nice with it. The storyline all came together. They gave you a little flash forward as to like what was going to happen to someone, and they really played a good like merry-go-round like game.
Okay,
with
so
it.
for a layman who has not been watching because the show started off as a turd, at what point did the polish suffice to where that turd's worth?
It really started. Like I've always said, it started getting better after Civil War, but I think season 2 and season
Winter
3,
Soldier?
yeah, not Civil War, the
Yeah,
Winter
yeah.
Soldier. I think season
it
2
got better yesterday.
Right.
Yes.
Season 2 and season 3, like they played the long game,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I think that's what really makes me appreciate the way this season ended. Was it really made up for some of the struggles they had in the first season?
So this is a Doctor Who scenario where I was like, Kyle, that shit's gay. And he's like, nah, dude, just don't watch the first season. And now
I
I've seen all,
I liked
and
the
now
first
I've seen
season.
all-
Yeah, do that because the acting got significantly better. The storyline, with Civil War that S.H.I.E.L.D. was underground again. They play a little political game, but Clark Gregg was forced to do some things he didn't want to have to do that really put the team in jeopardy. You know that they were starting.
I would just like to mention that's the whitest guy name that you can fucking hello, my name is Clark Gregg.
I would say it's probably one of the top 3 to 4 shows that I'm watching right now. Game of Thrones is up there at the top. Orphan Black is up there as well.
Big fan, yeah. Way behind, but a big fan.
This season of Supernatural has been pretty great because they've shown you who God was. God is actually in the show for these last few episodes.
Yeah. I did catch up.
So you watched last night's episode?
Supernatural is one of those shows.
I found out who God was.
Okay.
Supernatural
and I was like,
is one of those shows that I'm like, God, I'm going to stop watching this show. Then as soon as I'm like bored.
They pull you in?
No, as soon as I'm bored and there's like a slump in programming, I like binge watch a whole fucking season. I'm like, why am I
you
still
call
watching
in
this
sick
show?
one day and you flip over to TNT and it's on from 8 to noon and you're like,
Yup,
might as well watch the ones I haven't seen.
Yeah.
No, but it's been a pretty good ride, this one. Flash has
Flash
done
is
really
good.
well.
Yeah, Flash has been really good.
I'm I think only a week or so behind on that one.
And I really like that you have Flash and S.H.I.E.L.D. because they're both competing with each other.
Okay, so Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or The Flash, which one's better right now?
They're very, very close.
Really? Because I watched The Flash, and I don't think it's perfect, but I think it's quality comic book
It
television.
definitely got better quick.
Yeah, I like how they stay with an arc and really commit to an arc, whereas Arrow is just kind of like, we kind of have an arc, but we're going to kind of fuck around with it and kind of come and go through it.
Yeah.
Or forget about it for like 5 episodes and then it's
both
back and you don't
the
remember
same
anything.
level right now. The Flash episode before the finale, the pre-finale they're calling it or whatever now. Dude.
Yeah, I watched.
Dude.
I actually watched that right before I came over.
That
it was good.
That dude, Zoom is an amazing villain.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I would say Zoom probably is a slightly better villain than the villain from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Because the villain from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. has been playing the long game for a long time. So
there was some long game in the Zoom arc too, though. I mean, that was good.
I mean, and that's why both of them have been pretty good.
And not only that, but I mean, you know, it's television, and if you haven't watched it, well, fuck you. I mean, what about the dude in the cage, man? That's never even been explored.
I think I know who it is.
I think it's Daddy.
Yeah, probably, probably, but you know, who knows? Yeah. So I mean, it seems like even at the resolution of this season, there's still more story to be told.
Well, that's really one thing that y'all were discussing, I think, before we started recording a little bit, was how they're bringing Supergirl to the CW.
Right.
And I don't know the comics, especially with DC, as much. But in some of the previews for the finale of S.H.I.E.L.D., not S.H.I.E.L.D., Flash, and in this last episode, Vibe sees Earth 2 in peril. It will put it in peril is the easiest way to say it. But the imagery of the peril that Earth 2 is in very closely resembles the Crisis for Infinite Earths or something with DC, which I don't know a whole lot about, but from my understanding, something happens and Earth 1, Earth 2, and Supergirl Earth all end up being one Earth.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of interesting that now that Supergirl's moving to CW and all, these were all written before all that was planned or anything. But it could be kind of interesting that they use that event to pull all the shows into the same universe to push those crossovers a little more. You know,
DC's making a gigantic mistake by keeping the film, and the TV
separate.
Properties separate. Because look, I mean, like,
Marvel's doing the same thing essentially. Like,
yeah, well,
this is now how many Avengers and how many Captain America movies have come out, and there's been less than 3 to 5 minutes of tie-in across 3 seasons of S.H.I.E.L.D. I mean, be honest about it. None of the characters have made it from one to the other. They've canceled the Inhumans movie, and they gave that entire storyline to
and S.H.I.E.L.D. really hasn't had anything.
Which is why it got better, by the way.
S.H.I.E.L.D. as a thing in the Marvel Universe hasn't really gotten so much as a mention in the past, like 2 or 3 films.
Yeah.
Well, because none of the Avengers know that Coulson's still alive. And
No.
that's
And
their
they
whole way.
never
They're hiding
will.
behind it.
Which is like you have in your lineup. You have two now. You have two gods. You have two gods.
Y'all both.
One with the internet and a little diamond in his head, like all the internets right here.
Honestly, that was one of the things for me in Civil War. Without giving a lot away, I'll pick that little piece just to make Kyle's mouth water a little bit. There's a comment that he makes that like he didn't even understand the gem that's in his head yet, which we all expected because that's the long game for this is the Infinity Stones.
I thought he wasn't supposed to be in it.
But
He's in it,
really
and he wears a
shows-
cardigan.
Well, I don't think he'll ever be. I think it's going to be funny watching the transition because we've had a few episodes ago we talked about who you think the biggest bad kind of superhero is.
Yeah.
And I drew the line between people that can fly above Earth and look down on the planet versus people who can't. So you have like Thor and Hulk and all those that can survive standing on the moon looking down at Earth kind of people versus the Black Widow and that kind of.
Who would ever put her in the conversation? I mean, who would destroy me in bed? Black Widow.
Right.
Absolutely. I would fuck.
And
I would
Batman.
fuck the Hulk until he wasn't angry.
But
And
I
he would
think
turn into
Vision's
Bruce
going to be the
Banner.
next one to make that transcendence from the Captain America movies to only in the Avengers.
Oh yeah,
he's going to become too powerful too fast once he understands more about that Infinity Stone. And I kind of thought they didn't give him a whole lot of development on it, but just the few things that they point to it really makes me kind of. I'm looking forward to that, seeing that transition in him go from noob to kind of because he can shoot laser beams out of that thing.
But
already.
also,
It's
I mean,
pretty
well,
effective.
I want to talk about Civil War. We have the sort of we'll talk about it more, but his sort of transition process in the off time between the two movies, like you kind of get an insight into how he's sort of de-evolving himself and making an effort to be less of this god character and more of like more understanding.
Just the way he was depicted in the short amount of time he was in here, I liked his character.
Oh yeah,
significantly more.
tremendously, yeah.
Because you think this AI dude who's got an Infinity Stone in his head realistically should be the number one. Like he can go fight a god in Thor.
Yeah, to the point that he also
Probably
understands.
hold his own.
To the point that he also understands that, honestly, for anything else to be safe, he shouldn't exist.
Yeah,
You know, so that awareness to have him
self-awareness
state
is like the first step of Skynet.
that. He's becoming self-aware.
But my question actually was to you two that did read the comics a little more. Were there Marvel androids besides Star Wars, of course? Because
Star Wars?
Yeah, they're on my
What do
list.
What do you
Marvel.
mean?
Marvel androids.
yeah,
Yeah, there's
Like
there's,
robots?
yeah.
there's
Like
plenty-
full-on robots?
There's plenty of robots.
Yeah, there's been tons.
Were there any of them that may or may not have been passed along as members of the Avengers?
Avengers. Ooh. Avengers
Primarily one of
specifically?
your people.
Black Panther?
No.
Avengers specifically?
Yeah, like the leader of the Avengers.
That wasn't in the comic book one of my people, motherfucker. Are you talking about my white half? Yeah, okay, Nick Fury? Yeah.
Yeah.
all right. No, man, not that I know of.
Well,
'Cause,
Nick Fury was always S.H.I.E.L.D. I mean, it was Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commandos, and then
Yeah.
it just sort of
Yeah,
evolved from there. But then it ended up becoming this, Nick Fury of S.H.I.E.L.D. thing. Fucking eye patch and silver hair and the size and everything like that. And then Hasselhoff happened, and they decided they had to go black.
Well, there was a rumor a long time ago on Reddits and stuff about the Patton Oswalt brothers.
Mm-hmm.
About all the twins.
comedian?
Yeah, well, the character he plays in S.H.I.E.L.D. You don't know. I don't know if you've seen it
I
yet.
don't.
I've
I haven't
He
seen the
essentially
show.
is like when you showed up at a S.H.I.E.L.D. base, he was the dude that gave you your fucking access card and like showed you where your room was and just like, but like every base they went to had one. So there
And
was a
they-
rumor
and
going on
and
that
they
they
all
were a
played
bunch of
each other in
androids.
games.
In the Marvel universe, there's superheroes like Multiple Man and X Factor, where like you fucking hit him and it just makes another one of them.
Well,
you know?
they acknowledge themselves as brothers.
Do you know who Ada is?
Yeah, but that's what Multiple Man called like his little poops.
Oh, did he?
Do you know
Okay.
Ada?
But I'm not saying he's Multiple
Ada?
Man. I'm just saying
AIDA, Ada.
No.
no.
Because at the end of S.H.I.E.L.D., they make reference to the possibility of making some sort of like robot thing, which there was a lot of posts and stuff on it on the internet, but I don't know enough about.
Transformers?
No, not so much.
But
like, it seemed like.
Ooh, that shirt is dope.
Isn't it? Isn't it? Yeah.
That a black man just called that shirt dope.
Yep.
He is certified.
But yeah, we could have a lot
welcome.
more coming in the next season. They ended with it was kind of abrupt, so I'll warn you at the end of it. They kind of like finish off the season, and then the last 3 minutes are like 6 months in the future. So they give you just like a little bit of what changes
You
happen.
pretty much like rub the tip a little bit.
Yeah, and then
walk
it's
away.
like it'll be back in September.
Oh, that is
but
so mean.
it brings up a lot of questions, and the few of those things happened on there that could move into next season. So
Right.
it's good. It's very enjoyable. You gotta catch up on that one.
Yeah, I'll give it I'll give it another shot because I was so excited when they announced it. I'm like, oh fuck yes, because Marvel Studios had done so well on creating this Marvel universe,
The cinematic universe.
Yeah, and then I was like, yes, let's watch it every week, and I'm like, this sucks.
Yeah.
I was so pissed.
Did you watch any of the Agent Carter?
Ah, fuck no. I was done with Marvel's shit. I mean, I watched the Netflix stuff because the Netflix stuff is dope. Like you
I
said,
still
it's
haven't
like
watched
completely-
season 2
it's
of
a separate-
Daredevil.
You are fucking up. You are fucking up, sir.
No.
Oh,
I watched that in a day.
Yeah,
I haven't
okay.
had like
One
a
day.
day
fucking
here.
powerful John Bernthal's Punisher, man. Just
Dude, and he fucking stole the show. And I don't know if you've talked about this, but he's getting his own
Yeah.
fucking Netflix.
yeah, he's getting his own show, and
And I've never been a huge fucking Punisher fan, but I'm going to watch
but
the
this
shit out of that shit.
depiction
Dude,
is
his little speech when he's talking about reading the fucking book to his daughter, I was like,
yeah.
fuck you, Punisher.
Like they gave the Punisher like the proper amount of depth and
Right.
just I mean like Jason Voorhees level. Why is he still
Right.
walking? What the fuck is happening right
Right.
now?
Yeah.
Like
no.
that persistent threat.
It
I
was
don't know so much
fucking
about him
awesome.
getting his own show because now he's moving into the realm of hero rather than like anti-hero or maybe just full out villain. But him as a villain this season of Daredevil was fucking tremendous.
Yeah, it was
Because he didn't stop.
perfect, yeah.
That rooftops. You motherfucker! Not seeing this show right now.
dude, rip your heart out, dude. Seriously,
Yeah.
And on a show where the acting's already good, and I just like to point this
That
out.
entire. I'll say.
I would
it.
like to just point this out that I fucking hated him in The Walking Dead. Like I was like, this piece of shit actor. Like
I
I'm not
wanted
a big.
to break his nose
I'm,
straight.
I'm not a huge Walking Dead fan, period. But I thought that he was one of the weakest leagues on the show. I was like, this fucker playing Punisher. He's not even the
Yeah.
right build. He's not the right anything. And then he was on there, and I was like, "Yep, that was fucking
Like that's
awesome."
that's the Punisher. That is
That-
the Punisher.
yeah.
They did a really good job with
That
it on there.
entire episode where Daredevil. I'm gonna say it anyway because fuck you, you should have seen it by now. That entire show, the entire episode where he had Daredevil chained to the chimney on the
Right.
rooftop. That entire episode and the exchanges between the two of them because that is the Frank Miller. That is the
right.
Frank Miller book.
right, and the fucking
To a T, man.
They had the cat and mouse, the dynamic fucking
That
perfect.
entire thing, that
Yeah.
entire sequence. I was like, thank you for paying the right amount of tribute to Frank Miller's Daredevil.
right.
Oh, the second season was significantly better than the first season for me.
Oh yeah, by far.
But the first season was legit too. I mean, because it was shocking coming from what you saw from Marvel on television.
I just
regular
kind of hope
television.
Froggy dies.
What? Foggy is fucking awesome.
Froggy.
I call him Froggy because
Ribbit.
he's always
Ribbit.
like just
See,
depressed
and this is-
jumping from
You-
one area to the
why
next.
do you want to kill the only surviving member of the Mighty Ducks?
Yeah, and no one remembers that. No one remembers that.
What?
Nice.
Flying V.
He was in. I mean, he's been one of the characters in the Hunger Games for a while now. But he shows up on screen, and I was like, I nudged the people I was with, and I was like, "You remember the Bash Brothers?
Yeah.
Where's the other one?" And they were like, "What?" And I was like, "I'll tell you later."
Yeah, he just like at first I was like, okay, I mean, whatever, and then
But that's
it
the
got
thing.
really
Like season
fucking
2,
annoying.
honestly, he was the thing I hated the most about Daredevil because it was cornball as hell.
Yeah.
And but he came into his own in season 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
When he had to stand kind of on his own 2 feet.
Yeah.
When Daredevil's fucking up and kind of fucking put him out there. He
Yeah,
definitely,
he hit the right level.
He definitely really starts coming into his character starts coming to his own.
Okay. So they're at least doing something. He's not going to be that douche in the background the entire time.
Not nearly as bad in season 2. That's one of the reasons I like season 2 over 1.
Well,
I felt
I do
both.
too.
I felt they had to develop the characters a little bit more than they
Sure.
did in the first season for you to actually care about them.
Yeah.
Sure.
In the first season, they really
But-
only developed Daredevil. They didn't develop any
Exactly.
of his little peoples except the nurse.
Yeah.
They developed her more than people that were on the show every single episode.
Oh, it's
But
Rosario
have you
Dawson.
seen her
People wanna
titties?
see her.
They're nice.
But her character was the right balance to Daredevil's insanity at
Sure.
the time. You had to have something that had to be the alternate, the opposite voice of
Yeah.
what he was doing.
And what I appreciate too is that even though they have a fucking a Tony winner and a fucking Academy nominee in fucking Rosario Dawson, they're like, yeah, we're just still gonna write you out of this shit because it doesn't fit the story. Like her character plays her part, and they don't try to oversaturate it because she's a star.
Well, that's what makes it good.
Yeah,
right, is
yeah.
when you can have a big name come in for
yeah.
38 to 45
And that's the point
minutes
I was
of
gonna
a
make.
10-hour season.
Yeah, that's the point I was going to make about DC seriously making the wrong choice with not mixing up their TV and film franchises. Is that look? I mean,
I'm glad
if
you brought that back up because the Flash is the Flash.
that dude is the Flash, man. Like you can't.
It's perfect casting.
Dude, ever since he made out with the Speed Force, he's been even better.
Dude, Artie has like a huge following, and for a legit reason. Why? That's like fucking casting Ryan Reynolds as Daredevil. I'm sorry, as Deadpool, fucking it up with the script, and then having the realization, no, that was still the right casting. Let's still put him as Daredevil.
Yeah, let's just
what
not.
What the fuck am I saying?
Let's just
We
not
don't know.
destroy the story.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
let's
see,
put,
like-
let's put him as Deadpool with a proper script. Like you have a perfect casting for the Flash. Why would you not pursue that when you're already having extreme success? But give it like the full backing of a studio production.
Yeah.
Because DC and
Well,
Warner
that slow-mo
Brothers,
scene where he's saving the people out of that building this last week. Yeah. It was a good one. Like,
DC's just looking
well done,
for dollar
CGI.
signs. They're looking for a big name that can sell a movie and hopefully carry it, so they don't have to write a fucking story for it. And
Yeah.
they don't realize that like Marvel's actually. It's been kind of half-assing it with the last few movies, especially Thor. They dropped the ball on Thor with both his films.
I actually liked the first Thor. The second Thor, I thought they dropped.
I'm just happy
bring it
that-
to Earth.
I liked the part that wasn't at Earth.
Bring it
Well,
to
that's my favorite part about what's going on with the Ragnarok. She's not in it.
well,
His
Earth
little
didn't need to
girlfriend
be.
is
You
not
had
in the next Thor
You
movie
had the
at
perfect
all.
setting
She's not even
to have
cast
that
in it.
entire thing happen not on Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, but you had to bring it to Earth and involve Natalie Portman and freaking what is it? Two broke chicks run her mouth all the time, big
Kat
titties.
Dennings.
Yeah, like no, it doesn't. Like,
Yeah.
no, it just doesn't. Just
Yeah.
shut. She didn't have to be in that thing at all.
But they have to
That was the
humanize
worst,
the
yeah.
god that is Thor.
It was, but they didn't. They never established that he was a god to begin with. Like he comes to Earth and all of a sudden he's like, I don't understand your Earth ways. What the fuck is oatmeal?
Where do you think he came from? People just don't show up with a goddamn hammer for no reason.
There's fucking oatmeal in the rest of the galaxy. That was bullshit.
Well, no, the thing I don't get is like he's like we watch y'all all the time, but then he didn't know shit.
yeah.
Like I can take my time and like study y'all for a while, and he mentions that, and I think even the first movie.
Well,
and then he's like, I don't understand what are cars. Well, you haven't been fucking looking very well.
Yeah.
Like-
well, to his credit, freaking Clark Gregg hadn't showed him the cave of the waters of Lake Minnetonka, and he hadn't like got his future quest, whatever the fuck happened in Avengers or whatever, where all of a sudden he understands the path clearly and just decides to leave.
I did read an article where they interviewed the stuntman for Thor.
Yeah.
And he says he has to eat 35 dimes a day to keep the mass.
I would imagine, man.
35 dimes.
35
times.
times.
30. Oh, yeah, times.
Yeah, X. 35X. Yeah.
I got work that eats a dozen eggs a day.
I'd rather just get that shot of steroids.
In an office space? That should be criminal.
He's a competitive. They're not weightlifters, I guess.
Competitive farter?
No, the whole muscle tone and all that kind of stuff. He's starting to do that. So
He's a competitive muscle toner.
whatever,
muscle toner.
like, where you do the shows, like
you can tell how
I
much
don't know what they're
Cal
fucking called.
exercises. It's like he's a competitive. He wants to say eater, but not
But
eater.
he
Like
eats
my
a lot of
sport,
hot dogs,
competitive
but he doesn't
eating,
get paid for that part.
But like this,
well, they're not weightlifters. They're not competitive weightlifters. They're
Bodybuilders.
Yeah, they are.
Is it
Competitive
considered bodybuilding?
They're
But like, they got to
bodybuilders.
wear like the special shorts and do the little like poses and shit.
Yeah.
That's not bodybuilding. That's being prissy.
That's how
Have
they
you
show
never
off how much
seen
of their body they
bodybuilding?
built.
They
Ah.
do. Bodybuilders do like a little prissy dance routine and flex, and then prance and flex. That's what it's all about.
If you're not watching on YouTube, you might want to catch that part. We don't have a timer running, but it's about
Oh,
like
wait. If you're watching on
45
YouTube,
minutes to
this
an
is for
hour
you.
in, I would imagine.
Yeah,
There you
we're almost at like 55
if you're
minutes
on
on
YouTube,
this.
look. Oh, you can't see it. Look.
55.
Oh, you can't.
I don't think I have the right frame rate for that.
I don't think if you flex your titties in the mic, anyone's going to hear them.
Yes, listen.
Nope, not happening.
Damn it.
Hold on. I got you.
Listen to that nipple pop.
Ugh.
Bang,
Yeah.
bang, bang, bang.
Making the titties bounce, y'all.
Hey, I can go get the little racket thing.
no.
So don't rack us rack.
No.
We're almost an hour. Do we want to get into Civil War, or we want to actually maybe give Kyle a chance to redeem himself and go see that movie?
I'm seeing it Saturday.
Oh, we'll give him a chance.
We'll give him a chance.
Yeah.
All right.
So
then.
for those of you listening, I know all my people have seen it because we've talked about it. So it's y'all's people that may or may not have seen it yet.
What, Civil War?
Yeah.
Everyone that I
Everybody
care to discuss
but
it with
Kyle.
has
So
seen it.
everyone but Kyle's seen this movie in the entire world. At this
Yeah.
point. Has anyone seen the money that it's made? Like, is it topped any lists?
I
or-
know
Yeah,
with
yeah.
Civil War.
Coming out, it was huge.
I know with Civil War though.
That's what she said.
If only you knew
Marvel?
what that felt like.
I know
got
with Civil War
smaller.
though, Marvel has broken the 10 billion worldwide mark.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That's a lot of billions.
Yeah.
Well, it's technically 10 of them, but
Shit, that's still a lot.
When you're talking
Well,
billions, 2 is a lot.
when the Clippers were bought for $2 billion,
So far, well,
Okay, well, I would still take any of those billions.
so far, U.S. domestic box office 942 million.
so
What does that rank them at?
Man, I don't know. Shit, you got a computer too?
Yeah, but you already got your hands in front of it.
where are your
Okay.
hands?
Below.
In your lap, huh? Yeah, recreating him flexing his nipples in the microphone.
Bang, 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 bang.
Hey, I'm just flexing over here.
I don't.
I'm gonna need a
see
cigarette.
It. I don't see it ranked.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you will.
So far, Civil War is 26th.
Oh, nice.
It still hasn't beat Lion King yet, but it's got like 6 million to go.
Sabina.
So did you see anything on HasbroCon?
Huh?
Hasbro.
What? Is that
Hasbro.
like? Is that like for dudes that like Hasbros? Dude, I totally Hasbro. I'm gonna have a con.
No,
No.
it's not that.
Wow, Keanu.
I'll be here all night, gentlemen.
Yeah, but they apparently registered the domain name HasbroCon.com. So we're gonna have a
mouthful.
toy convention, which is essentially what all the cons are.
Can you say that again?
HasbroCon.com?
Hasbrocon.com?
I'm
It's like
just
the Hasbro Anaconda.
sorry.
Hasbro
I just have this thing going through my head of like started to write a script where he's the star. It's called Point Breaking In,
Sure, we can tell you.
and he's not a cop. He's on the other side. He just breaks into places.
How much do you think we get for the stereo?
And does Stan Lee coming back to
We're gonna
comic
break in
this year?
the most extreme way possible. Sure.
I know he's been in my email. I think it's Dallas that he's going to.
Because he announced this will be his last year at the New York Comic Con. And
Well, I mean-
we had rumors of this being his last tour to Texas last year, but apparently he likes us enough to come back. So
Yeah,
it's
that's,
probably getting about to the end of the Stan Lee
No.
making his con appearances.
If Ric Flair is on the featured guest and Stanley's not, then he's not coming.
Woo!
I saw that Space City Con got 20 members for Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah.
So
they got like
20 cast members of Sons of Anarchy will be
Yeah.
here. For
Theirs
Space
is
City.
How
actually
is-
looking
how is
better than
that a
Comic Palooza
con,
this year.
Yeah, I'll be going for 2 days.
What does that
Friday,
have
Saturday,
to do with
and then I'll-
fucking?
It's a fandom at this point.
Basically, Ron
fandom.
Perlman is coming for Hellboy, and they're
Yes.
like, "What else has he done? Those bitches on bikes.
That's
Bring
what
all
I'm-
them."
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
It's a
Yeah, but you also
fandom.
have the son. He was in something geeky.
Jesus.
the kaiju movie. Jack Stiller. Yes, he was in Pacific Rim.
I actually like that movie.
It was okay. It wasn't
It's
great.
pretty.
It wasn't great. Like
20 of them.
Yes, there are 20 people. It's going to be slightly ridiculous.
Can you put some liquor in my cup?
So did anyone read up on the Kevin Smith Flash stuff? Did you read up on all that?
What about it?
Yeah, he directed the episode.
The in the Speed Force episode?
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah.
And of course, see, I didn't know he was directing it. And I'm
So you
watching,
see
I'm watching,
Muse?
no, I'm watching the credits, and I see Jason Mewes. I'm like, what the fuck? and then later in the opening credits, it's like directed by Kevin Smith. I'm like, well, there you go.
Dude, the cast and crew had nothing but great things to say about him. Apparently, he was like a little schoolboy out there and just gave them a pep talk before every
honestly,
time they went to go do something.
That was one of the best episodes of that entire series.
I mean, you got to give that to the writers, but for the most part,
give it to
he basically came on and said, "You don't need me as a director because you all know what you're doing." But he seems to think that the dude playing the Flash, Barry Allen, has got it in him for big awards later. He goes, not for the Flash because no one cares about superhero movies,
right?
But he's gonna get his Oscar and all that stuff later. So he was very impressed with that kid.
Yeah, he's pretty solid. I mean, I don't know about, like you said, Oscar and all that, because also it has to do with your writing. But yeah, I'd like to see him in other stuff too. I mean, I think he's really what makes that series successful. That, and of course the writing. But there's times when the writing fails you and it's kind of cornbally and cheesy, and the endearingness of the characters they've built kind of gets you through that. And that's
I just love the references. Like, I've heard so many Fringe references and other shows. It makes me feel happy.
I like when they were wearing, like the Big Bang was wearing like the Flash shirt. And
then back and forth.
That's kind of badass.
Yeah, they do some good call outs. So.
All right, well, I guess I'm going to have to go to Space City now.
Why? Who?
Joseph Michael Linsner.
So who?
Incredible artist, another independent publisher from the early 90s, ran his own studio and book for since the point of time where it was like, you're going to lose money quickly on this and probably only make it 2 issues, but he survived. Like, he was around for like 15 years. So, if he's going to be there, I definitely have to go take that opportunity to go get something signed by him.
I will be there Friday and Saturday.
Yeah. I'll be there Saturday and Sunday.
Well, I've got press passes.
I will be at work.
I have a photographer lined up.
Nice.
I will have someone that can also take pictures.
Yeah.
I will have a small child with a cell phone camera.
That, and I may actually see if Garcia, Jasmine, wants to borrow the camera for Sunday. If not, my photographer can take 2 cameras. So.
Well, I may have some of the 2.
One for each eye.
Well, we set up video in the panel rooms, and then while that's recording, you can go around and take pictures. So.
And then Joe Jusko is going to be there as well, which I already knew about, but not. I really don't feel like he was good enough to attend the con by himself. So
yeah,
we'll see.
Well, Ron Perlman, I'm definitely getting something signed. I've enjoyed the Hellboy series. Immensely.
I hope they don't try to it would be nice if they have a panel of him by himself talking about Hellboy instead of just trying to cram him in with all the Sons of Anarchy stuff. Because by this point, if you saw the show, you've really seen all the Sons of Anarchy stuff that you really want to know about. Like, I don't really need to ask some random fuck from the show, like, what did you feel when this happened? Like, I just don't. It doesn't have any replay value to me whatsoever.
I can't believe they got 20 of them. I mean, like, part of the cast from Sons of Anarchy are listed after cosplayers.
What else
Actually,
are they doing?
That might be my third one. I may, because Kristen wanted a Ron Perlman one autograph as well. I may see if I can get Married with Children autographed as my my third autograph.
Nice.
Yeah. That way, if I ever run into Al Bundy, I can get him to autograph. Have them both.
You know that motherfucker's a black belt in jiu-jitsu. Like, Gracie jiu-jitsu, like, legit. Ed O'Neill will tap you the fuck out.
See, I don't think that's the case. Either that or he never learned how to skate. Because when there was a roller rink episode of Modern Family, that motherfucker was walking every time they tried to show him out on the skating rink. And if you can jiu-jitsu, you should be able to ride around on some wheels.
No, motherfucker, they ain't got shit to do with that.
I would venture that probably most assassins and snipers probably can't skate either, but they can still kill a motherfucker.
I don't know. In the movies, half the time they have to like skate somewhere to kill them.
The only time that like bad guys had to ice skate was like one of the random Batman movies where all of a sudden everyone's on ice.
All the Bond movies. It's either water skiing or
skating.
that correlation that you see between fucking skating and fucking murderous intentions with martial arts. is like something that my 4-year-old would have come up with. Daddy, he cannot be a ninja. He cannot skate. What? Okay, dude. My bad. I don't know.
Not even to the point to where like he was wearing skates and having someone pull him around. Man, you got to have fucking balance if you're jujitsuing.
That dude's 100. He's just trying not to break
Well,
his
then
hip.
his black belt turned gray. He's got a gray belt in jujitsu now.
That's even more deadly than a black belt.
You don't really need balance. Like honestly, the most deadly people that know jujitsu just lay there and wait for shit to
Jiu-jitsu is a
happen.
martial art where you're laying down, like on your back,
Yeah.
just chilling.
But speaking of skating, right now Sharks up 2-0. Halfway through game 3.
I predict the Sharks will take this. I mean, nobody cares about hockey but a Michigander and apparently Chad, so that makes sense.
Doesn't the WNBA start up soon?
Oh yeah, they do.
Hockeys are the great.
The hockeys are fun.
Now, if we still had a team, I would be going to the games along with the Dynamo games.
You realize?
Well, we had a
as soon as
team,
sports,
but
as
we
soon as
had
we started
a farm
talking about
team.
sports, half of your audience just fucking fell asleep.
I don't care. The game's going on right now. They're up 2-0. I'm very happy about this. After the Dallas Stars got blown out in the last round by a team that has never been in the playoffs. Yeah.
Anytime Dallas loses at anything, I'm happy.
We don't have any other major hockey team in Texas, so
The only source of water for the state could be in Dallas. And people from Houston wouldn't want that water.
No, not at all.
Nah.
You can buy
I've got
Fiji
I've
at
got
the
good friends from Dallas. You know, I'm okay.
I'd be ordering mine from New Mexico.
But I don't
Because I
follow
don't want that
Dallas
shit from
sports
Oklahoma
teams.
either.
I don't follow Dallas sports teams. It's against the rules.
but they have the only NHL franchise in Texas, so
Then you go to Louisiana.
they don't have one either.
Really?
And there's a reason for that.
Really? So you're gonna tell him where to go watch hockey at, and you're gonna pick the next most southern state?
Yeah, the one that doesn't have a team.
Yeah,
That
the
was-
next
that was
closest,
intentional.
I think
New
is
From
is St.
Colorado.
Louis. St. Louis.
No,
It's still fuck the Blues.
How is that not the next closest?
Well, the
New
next
Mexico
closest is
doesn't
St.
have
Louis.
New Mexico
Is
doesn't
it?
have one.
No.
Well, New Mexico's also like.
Is it really?
Oddly enough,
13
Arizona
hours
has a
away.
fucking hockey team.
Well, I mean, so is
No, St. Louis isn't that far.
isn't I?
I
you
don't
can
know.
you can
I've
get to
driven
Missouri
there.
in like 10 hours, can't you?
You
Yeah.
can get to the north side of Texas in 10 hours.
Yeah.
No, you can get from here to Monroe, Louisiana in 6 hours.
Yeah, but that's not going north. North is the long way.
Yeah, I mean, to get to the middle of Oklahoma, you're looking at 8
How many
And then
people in
it's-
Arkansas instead of
it's-
Missouri?
Because you got Arkansas and that you got to go through before you even get to Missouri.
But that's a flat state.
Yeah, but
'Cause
it's
I-
3 hours.
Because I
to
think
get through
I think
Arkansas.
what it is
3 hours is nothing to us. Like 3 hours is I'm gonna go eat at that restaurant on
That's after you've
diners,
already
drive-ins,
driven
and dives.
10. Yeah, that's after you've already driven through 10 to get through
three
Texas.
3 hours is like I'm gonna go to work.
Right?
All right.
All right.
I don't know. Let's see.
Play that music pretty soon though.
We'll see. 12 hours. 12 hours to St. Louis.
So yep. Yep, I was
that?
right.
What
And then
what
I suck
what,
at
what, what
geography,
road are
too.
you taking?
you got 15 hours. I'm just typing shit into maps.
How-
You had a laptop.
How
You
the
could look
fuck-
this shit
I
up
How
already
the
too.
fuck is it
powered
12? Because driving to Michigan is fucking 20 fucking hours, man. It can't be that far.
Well,
He took the long way every time.
our stickers are up to date, so we can make U-turns and drive through cities.
As soon as I get past the Mason-Dixie line, I'm fine. Okay?
But yeah,
And that is a damn lie.
Denver is 15 hours away. Phoenix is 16 and a half.
Damn.
What about Seattle?
I really figured Denver was...
Seattle.
So
Seattle's
those are the
farther.
closest. Those are the closest NHL franchises versus Dallas.
Yeah,
So,
I really would have figured...
Does
it
Chicago
was
have a team?
Denver.
Yes,
Yeah,
What's
of
their
course.
team name?
the Blackhawks.
I like them because that's where Jordan came from. That's how I pick teams.
Well, no. Blackhawks. I mean, that just sounds cool.
No, Hawks, Kyle.
Black
I
Cox.
said that. I said Hawks. Damn it.
There's no Black Cox in hockey. Come on, we know this.
No, there's a black player.
There's many black players. Yes,
There's at least one.
Professional?
there's a lot. Yes,
Well, I mean, it depends on what
Yeah.
you mean by
They
professional.
get ice time.
yes.
I mean, hell,
Starters.
Todd Albert was a goalie.
All 2 of them.
Dallas has a black starter.
There's not a lot.
Oh, he's a starter?
Yeah.
He's got ups?
We're past one.
He's got fists because that dude can
yeah,
brawl.
Yeah, no shit. Can't skate a lick, but he can fucking fight.
See,
Ah, you turn your mic off. No mic for you.
I still don't understand why like a hockey team just doesn't hire a really, really fat guy to fit in that little goal. and they just win forever. He just sits there and he's like,
Cal's
like a
mad because he
Cartman.
got cut from the hockey
Or just
team.
get those twins on the motorcycle.
no, I can't skate.
Just get one of those.
Goalie doesn't have to skate. You just sit
You
there.
got to get to the goal. I couldn't make it. I would like slide in the wrong way and just get hit in the
just
butt
lay
with
on
the puck.
Lay on the ice and have somebody push you and in the place.
Wasn't that the whole point of Goldberg and the Mighty Ducks?
Yes.
Yeah.
And he still sucked.
Yeah.
Like, stand here and be big, and like got
didn't he get
like
better?
7 scores in 6 minutes.
Didn't he get better at the end?
Of course.
But you had Cat.
No, he had like
so-
gloves and.
Okay. Good night, everybody.
Yeah, good.